Hello, good morning everyone. How are you today? I hope you all have good condition. Did you know what are we going to discuss today? Yes, that's right. It is about how the method transaction by payment. Did you know guys there are two methods for a way payment of transaction, that is cash payment and credit card payment. Now I would like to ask you, which one you choose to way method of payment when you going to buy something guys? Cash or credit? Yes, before we move to the specific topic, you must know that what is the payment mean. Is there one of you to say something? No one? Okay, payments are essentially transportation tasks as funds are transferred from payer to pay following studies. Payments flow that are characteristic of a given payment instrument. Generally, the payer has provided some kind of service or goods to the payer, who will in return pay an agreed amount of money against a request for payment. Actually, an invoice document as part of the invoicing process. Okay guys, in this topic I have 3 points that will be discussed today. For the first is about definition of cash payment. The second is about definition of credit card payment. And the last is about comparison and contrast about cash and credit card payment. Okay guys, we can start about definition of cash payment. Cash is one of the most common ways to pay for purchases. Both paper money and coins are included under the large category of cash. While cash has the advantage of being immediate, it is not the most secure form of payment science. If it is lost or destroyed, it is essentially gone. There is no recourse to recoup those losses. Next, about definition of credit card payment. Paying with a credit card temporarily defers the buyer's bill. At the end of each month, the buyer receives a credit card statement with an itemized list of all purchases. Therefore, rather than paying the seller directly, the buyer pays off its bill to the credit card company. If the entire balance of the bill is not paid, the company is authorized to charge interest on the buyer's remaining balance. Credit card can be used for both online purchases and at physical retailers. Now we move to the comparison and contrast between cash and credit card payment. In this modern era, everything has developed in line with the flow of globalization. One example is the use of cash and credit. Current technological developments have replaced the use of cash with debit cards and credit cards as a means of payment. Basically, it is very clear to see the difference between cash and credit cards as well as their use. Cash is actually a means of payment issued by the government, which consists of many different nominal values that can be owned by anyone. While a credit card is a means of payment in the form of a card that is only owned by certain parties who really want to apply to the bank for financing. As we know, both cash and credit card both have the same function, namely as a means of payment when they want to transact. Between the two have in common in supporting convenience for buyers. However, credit cards are more convenient than cash for large purchases. In contrast to this, carrying large amount of cash is not only inconvenient but also unsafe. On the other hand, credit cards can save shoppers from long queues at the bank to withdraw cash and enable them to pay for goods and services at any time. In fact, most stores accept credit cards for small nominal payments. Unlike cash, credit cards help users build their credit history. Consistent and timely credit card charges give users a high credit rating. Did you know guys, computer technology and the use of the internet have increased online business transactions. Unlike purchasing goods with cash payment, but customers prefer to shop and pay for goods online, which is not possible without credit cards and other online payment methods. On the other hand, credit cards attract an imbalance that buyers can exchange for goods or service. In addition, credit card users can take advantage of the cashback program for advertised merchandise. Meanwhile, another advantage of credit cards over cash is that buyers can withhold payment for defective items. Conversely, if the seller delivers goods that do not meet the client's specifications, the buyers can withhold payment. One of the main drawbacks of credit cards is that they encourage impulsive buyers. Instead, pay money to help buyers to control the game and save money. Although credit cards can help users increase or decrease their credit rating. So, individuals cannot control their spending with large credit card debits and poor credit ratings. However, many people are afraid to pay using a credit card because of fraud. Meanwhile, hackers can access and track the account of credit card users if they can access the user's confidential information. So, that credit cards require users to be careful to avoid fraudulent transaction and theft. Okay guys, so far about my material today. Do you understand the difference between cash and credit card payment? If you understood about all of my material that I explained it before, I will give you some conclude of the overall material. But before that, if you are still confused about this topic, you can ask me by send your question to my email address at taridayu66@gmail.com. To overall material, I can conclude that between cash and credit card payment have in common in supporting convenience for buyers. However, credit cards are more convenient than cash for large purchases. In contrast, for this, carrying large amounts of cash is not only inconvenient but also unsafe. On the other hand, credit cards can save shoppers from long quests at the bank to withdraw cash and enable them to pay for goods and services at any time. In fact, most stores accept credit cards for small nominal payments. Unlike cash, credit cards help users build their credit history. Okay guys, so it's all about my material today. I hope by what I explained it to you before, you can use your good method to make it simply your transaction payment and will getting comfortable when using those methods. Because good method that you are choosing can will bring you to make transactions smooth and save more. Okay, just that for me. Thank you and bye bye.